If you've ever been trapped in an endless cycle of meetings, like Grey's Anatomy actually might wrap up before your Zoom calls do, this video is about to change your life. Dakisha here, and today I'm breaking down the 5 ways to efficiently build feature lists with ChatGPT. You might already be using ChatGPT, but are you using it like a pro? Because once you do, your productivity will skyrocket. And trust me, tips number 1 through 4 will shift the way you work. But tip number 5, that's where ChatGPT stops being just a tool and turns into this master sculptor delivering brilliance in every detail. All right, first up, let's get inside the minds of your users. As a product manager, you're constantly collecting and analyzing a crazy amount of data. And while that data is golden, your analysis part can take days and days and days, and sometimes a lot longer than you even planned. That's where ChatGPT swoops in like a superhero. It can sift through mountains of data at lightning speed, extracting key insights about your users, their needs, and the behaviors in mere minutes. This is the tip that's going to be your secret weapon to work smarter and not harder. Imagine you're a product lead for an emerging streaming video service. Let's call it Streamscape. You use this prompt to uncover those crucial user insights. You've collected hours of user interviews and surveys. Once you get them organized into documents, use them in your chat. The targeted prompt pointing out that you have data turns ChatGPT into a seasoned UX researcher, leveraging deep experience from game changers like Netflix and Hulu to sift through all of the qualitative data that you've already collected. It identifies key pain points and user desires. Then it organizes it all nicely packaged up in a clear, concise, actionable table. And then, in less than 1 minute, this prompt transforms raw insights into concise, user-centric feature lists, enabling you to make informed decisions that truly resonate with your consumers. The table can easily be copied and pasted into Excel or a Google Sheet. There's even an option to download. Now, let's pivot to something tech teams rely heavily on product managers for: prioritization. ChatGPT lets you quickly analyze data sets, as we discussed in tip number 1. Then your job becomes simple. Just tell ChatGPT to list out and prioritize your features, and bam, you've just saved days. Picture it like Mike Tomlin drawing up a 2-minute drill for your product to reach a 75% net promoter score. Each play, aka a product feature, is backed by solid numbers, ensuring that your decisions aren't just based on your gut feelings, but on hard data. At this point, you may be thinking you would love templates for the prompts that we're discussing to use for your product offering. Ask and ye shall receive. Check out the link in the description for the templates for all 5 of the prompts that we're discussing today. Now, let's get back to it and go look at the next prompt. In this next example, we're looking at an e-commerce app. In just 30 seconds, this targeted ChatGPT prompt transforms detailed survey data and analytics into clear, prioritized insights. ChatGPT leverages expert product management experience to extract key pain points, like the need for simplified navigation to speed up registration, and translates these into a concise numbered list. Your output for each item is going to include brief user quotes, adding the authenticity and depth to your feedback. The result: a clear, empathetic, and actionable feature list that directly addresses user concerns. This is going to help tremendously with your decision-making process and driving product improvements that resonate with your users. Tip number 3 is all about scoping out your competition. Use ChatGPT to perform competitive analysis and identify market gaps so your product stands out like a highlight reel at the Grammys. No more off the rack strategies. This is about crafting a unique value proposition that screams originality. It's time to differentiate your feature list from the endless copycat options out there. By using this targeted prompt, you're instructing ChatGPT to act as a seasoned competitive intelligence expert. It dissects the features of major players in the tech industry like Noom and MyFitnessPal, then crafts a clear comparative table that highlights each competitor's strengths and gaps that they have. Your competitive analysis has been simplified exponentially. It also pinpoints opportunities for your AI-driven personalized nutrition planner with insights on integration with wearables and data-driven personalization. You can confidently position your product with a unique value proposition that stands out in the digital health market. Pretty amazing, right? But wait, there's more. We're going to revisit this prompt in tip number 5. At the end of the day, what do product managers love most? Actionable data. ChatGPT can perform mathematical operations, then structure your features in a clear, concise, and persuasive way. Don't worry about trying to figure out how the calculations were made by ChatGPT. Just ask her. She'll tell you. Use this next targeted prompt to break down each feature's benefits and watch your feature list transform from meh to must-have faster than Steph Curry's three-point pull-up, leaving your defenders flat-footed and the crowd in awe. But for right now, let's take a look at the prompt for tip number 4. It positions you with real-world experience from industry leaders like Amazon and Temu. This framing not only boosts your credibility, but also sets a clear, data-driven tone for your analysis. By instructing ChatGPT to leverage recent A/B testing results, usage data, and a comparative feature matrix similar to the one we created in tip number 3, the prompt guides the AI to evaluate feature performance in a systemic, quantifiable way. By organizing your results in this markdown table with defined columns, you can easily visualize and communicate the benefits of the feature in a concise format. Iterate is the word of the day. Last but not least, use ChatGPT for iterative refinement. Tell ChatGPT to ask you questions to refine and polish your output. Let's add ask me additional questions to refine the list of features to the prompt that we generated in tip number 3, since originally we let ChatGPT do the research collecting the competitor information. This approach guarantees your final feature list is not only creative, but strategically optimized for success. I'm only going through one iteration here, but each iteration is going to build on the previous one. Ultimately, it's going to lead to a comprehensive, well-structured feature list in a matter of minutes instead of days. By prompting to ask additional questions, ChatGPT encourages a back and forth that uncovers hidden opportunities and gaps, ensuring that every feature is carefully considered and optimized. You may even uncover some features that you hadn't even considered before. This approach mirrors real-world conversations where a product manager provides targeted insights and ChatGPT dynamically adjusts the output to build your feature list and drive revenue growth and consumer retention. You can see the difference from when the output was generated without the iteration. When I answered the questions ChatGPT asked me, I got more comprehensive results back, including more details on competitors' current features. And look at the areas for differentiation. They've been enhanced so that your product list aligns with the organization's objectives to use AI as a game changer for personalized nutrition planning. Channel that inner creative genius and fine tune every detail until your product feature list is ahead of the competition. Whether you're aligning with user needs or making sure your product stands out against competitors, iterative prompts are the way to go. So there you have it, the top 5 ChatGPT productivity tips that will revolutionize the way that you create your product feature list. By using prompts that include persona, specifics for context, well thought out instructions, examples, tone, and the details of how output should look, you're well on your way to product management greatness. Remember, the secret sauce is in the details. With these prompts, you're armed and ready to take on any challenge. If you found these tips helpful, check out the link in the description for a handy guide that includes a description and summary of what we discussed today, along with the templates for each of the prompts. Got questions or a topic that you would like me to discuss next? Let me know in the comments. For now, subscribe to receive more productivity hacks and stay tuned for my next video where we'll tackle more advanced ChatGPT strategies. Until then, keep pushing forward, and as always, keep it real. Thanks for watching, y'all.